That's right, we are from Singapore. And here I have a group of very passionate young teachers with us. And some of you have even more than 10 years of teaching experiences. And they would like to share their experience with you. Our mission here is to help young parents raise smart kids to creative teaching of music and art. So, can I take this time to introduce them on board? Right, we have teacher Wei Ting.
Hi, I'm teacher Waiting.
And teacher Hatini. And we have
Hi,
teacher
I'm teacher
Hatini.
Hatini.
And
Yes, hi,
teacher
I'm teacher
Hatini
Hatini
specializes
here.
in group teaching. Right, we can hear you. That's
Yes, I
right.
special.
And we have teacher Nanako from Japan.
Konnichiwa. I'm the violin teacher.
And we have teacher Evina.
Hai, apa kabar? I specialize in piano accompaniment.
Right, and we have teacher Jocelyn. Oh, by the way, teacher Jocelyn has some background of music therapy. And teacher Visa.
Hi, I'm teacher Visa. I'm specialized in teaching younger children, like from 2 to 5 years old.
Wow.
And I specialize in teaching individual also.
Right, cool. You can see actually from the introductions what they are good at already. Can you see that? We have teacher Hangout.
Hi, I specialize in individual and also pop singing.
Right. It's so good to have different teachers on board here and we can share all our experiences. Right, you know what? That in Singapore, July to September is one of the very busy period for the student to go for the music exam. You see that when we teach students on music, we hope that they will love music, they will enjoy playing music, right? But is it important also for us to send the student for the go for the exam? Yes?
Of course.
Yes,
Right. And this
Yes.
is one of the part and one of the important things that they have to do. That's right. This is the ABRSM exam. We have to send the student for the exam as well. Right. But our mission here is not just to send for the exam. We do not just teach the entire year 12 month and go ask the student to go for the exam. Am I right? Right. But it's our duty also to help the student to achieve well. And we are here to share with you the way of smart learning. We want the student to learn in a smart way how they can achieve good result in their exam. So let's take a very quick review on what they need to do for the exam. There are 4 portions of the exam. First is the exam pieces. Dun, dun. Of course, there are 3 pieces, right? They have to choose from section A and B and C, one from each of the sections. And usually students will spend hours, months, and even years to practice this, right? And they make it a point that they do very well for this. And bear in mind, this is not the only for the exam. What else that we have for the exam? The second thing we have is the scales and arpeggios. Yeah, and some students will find that scales and arpeggio is so boring to practice. It's boring finger exercises. Is that so? Not really, right? And here in this platform, we will share with you how we turn all these boring exercises into the creative, fun learning methods. And sometimes as fast as 5 minutes, you grab the concept and you stay with you for the lifetime. Isn't it wonderful?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good, right? Glad?
Yes.
Sight reading, right? Correct. Is it important for the student to be a good sight reader? Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, so they do not just play the 3 pieces again and again and again from January until December and next year from January until December already. Correct or not? So what we do is that we want the student to be a good sight reader, not just a good sight reader, but an expressive and good sight reader. All right, they will read expressively, they play with the tempo, the correct tempo marking, they understand what the expression marking the written by the author. All right. Next is that how can be a good musician play without listening? Not possible, right? That's why the exam you have the oral test as well. And this is a very important section also because the student must know what they play, what chord they play, which modulations that they go to, whether they play loud or soft, whether they play staccato or legato, and so on and so forth. So can you see that to be able to do well, they do not just focus on one section, not just the exam piece, but rather they have to focus on the 4 sections of the exam, right?
Absolutely.
Is there any sharing from the teachers?
Absolutely. I agree with you. I've been teaching for 10 over years in music kinder, and most of my students had scored distinctions. And do you know what is the tips? You have to really well prepare your students for the 4 different sections so they can score distinction.
Right. Again, you see what teacher says? 4 section, right? If you want the student to really score well, not just on the exam piece itself, you know. So it's 4 different sections. You have to really, very well prepare on the 4 sections. That's right, yeah.
Yes, I understand that. But the students here in Singapore, they have a busy schoolwork. So how to help them to tackle with this problem?
That's one of the problems also we face, right, in Singapore, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely there will be a way out, right? Even though Singapore is very busy, but if we use the right methods, especially like at Music Kinder, we teach them the smart learning. I believe they will still be able to achieve the results.
Right.
Yeah, I'm also facing the same problem. Some of my students do not have much time to practice. They only practice like 2 to 3 times a week. I just want to know how to help them more.
Well, I believe there must be a solution. So my experience of teaching, I've been teaching more than 20 years. So I have different groups of students and parents. And I think one of the very important things for teachers is that our duty is to inspire the student for every lesson. You make the student excited to come for every lesson. You demonstrate, you illustrate in your lessons, you make the student understand what they do in the lesson, you analyze with them, and you break down all the components for them. Yeah, and they understand how to use the shortest time to achieve the fastest and the most efficient way of achieving music. And some of the students do very, very well in the MEP, in the HMP, in the open music, and they score very well result in the exam. And that's why it gives the motivation for them to carry on and to move on. I think next is that for teachers, we need to also plan a short term, we set a short term goal and a long term goal for them. We set a 3 months goal and a 6 month and a 9th month, even a year, so that the student know how to achieve this goal step by step with us. And we, the duty of teacher is to guide them for each and every step.
Yeah, but as a young teacher, how to inspire students and to motivate them to practice piano more frequently?
I am glad that you asked this question. This is a very important question. Right.
Yeah, me too. I'm also excited to know more about this.
Yeah, you like to know more about how we inspire the young students, right? Yeah.
Yes, I also would like to know how to inspire my violin students more and how to get them to listen to their accompanists when they practice with their pianist so that they can be ready for their exam.
Wow, we are at the right platform because we are here to discuss all these issues, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Not only that, I think we also need to apply communication technique so that to make the lesson more interesting, right?
All right. Oh, I'm so glad. In fact, for this platform, you see, we discuss of what are the components, in the exam, and how do we help. And beyond that, we also talk about communication technique or teaching technique. And you know what? For communication, we understand the learning behavior. So I will be inviting some specialists in NLP. They will be here to teach us what is the learning behavior, the 4 different types of learning behavior. So when you get different type of student, you know how to communicate with them. If you have a visualistic student and learning on visual, how you communicate with them. If a student on more on kinesthetic, how you communicate with them so they understand what you want. I'm so glad that everybody is here. And you know what? And every week we'll meet out for a live Google Hangout. So I hope to see you next week. Right? If you want to know more, you can click below here for musickinder.com. I will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.